You can make rosé wine 3 different ways, but the results are certainly not equal. For the direct press method of rosé winemaking, the grapes are picked and trucked immediately to the winery. When the grapes arrive at the winery, they are transported to the pneumatic press. The juice is gently squeezed out of the grapes in the pneumatic press. The grapes are pressed along with the skins and seeds. After the grapes are squeezed in the pneumatic press, the juice remains in contact with the skins and seeds for a short period, typically hours, or at most a couple of days. The longer the skins are left in contact with the juice, the more intense the color and taste of the final rosé wine. Then the sediment is discarded before fermentation of the juice continues.
The pneumatic press, in fact, is closed, as you can see, all over, apart from little holes where the juice comes out. And the way of pressing is made by an envelope, just like a balloon, in fact. So you fill the press, you close the door, and after you have a compressor that blows the balloons, and then this crush very gently the grapes. And that was a kind of revolution in the new way of making rosé. So to select the juice you want, you have first to look as well, the color of the juice. Then after you have to taste, because as the pressure goes higher, you press more the skins, the pips, and the taste is different too.
To make rosé wine with the Saignée method, dark-skinned grapes are crushed.
So for the Saignée, you take your grapes, you crush them all up, and then you let it sit on the skins for a little bit, and then you drain off the juice, and that juice has very little skin contact, so it has very little color to it, and that's what we use for the rosé.
The third method for making rosé involves blending white plus red wine. The winemaker starts with a large quantity of white wine and then adds a tad of finished red wine to produce a drink that is pink and some call rosé.
Around the 2005-2006, it's true that Brussels wanted to create that law to allow the winemakers to mix up white and red together to make rosé. But France, especially France, England, Germany, and Italy came out to say, no, we don't want that law. We can always remember that rosé is not a mixture of white and red.
He had a glass of white wine, and there was also some red wine on the table, and he fancied a rosé. So he said, if you put a tiny little drop, not a lot, it has to be precisely a tiny drop of red wine into your white wine, and voila, it's rosé wine. And it was perfectly nice.
Well, they're not allowed to do that. It's against the law. What do you think about that?
I think they might be a little bit precious about it. I think if it tastes like it, surely that's good enough.
Never, ever, ever, especially here in France.